Hello students, today I am going to discuss the oxides and hydroxides of alkali metals. We have told you that alkali metals have low ionization enthalpy. Their ionization enthalpy is low, they readily form M plus ions, readily lose an electron. And therefore they are highly reactive. They are highly reactive and react with air, oxygen which is present in the air, and they also react with water. The reaction is very fast and very violent, so they will even catch fire in air and in water. And also we know that if air contains carbon dioxide, these reactions are going to take place. Now today I will be talking about the oxides. What happens? We are trying to say that these metals, all these metals, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, they react with oxygen to form oxides. They form oxides. Lithium reacts with oxygen to form lithium oxide. So what is we are forming? Lithium reacts with oxygen to form lithium oxide. This is lithium plus and O2 minus. So this is our oxide ion. Sodium reacts with oxygen to form sodium peroxide. Sodium peroxide, here you are having 2Na plus and O2 2 minus. So this is peroxide. And the other ones which are larger in size, potassium, rubidium, cesium, they react with oxygen to form KO2. This is our O2 minus, this is our superoxide. So here you can see that lithium is forming dominantly lithium oxide, sodium peroxide. They do form little bit of very small amounts of the higher oxides, but the main product we have seen is lithium oxide, sodium peroxide and potassium superoxide. As you can see that the size of cation increases, the size of anion is also increasing. So why lithium forms only monoxide, sodium forms peroxide, and the one which have larger size are forming superoxide? Because larger cation stabilizes larger anion. Larger cation stabilizes larger anion. So as the size will increase, what is happening is that lithium plus is very small in size, and it immediately reacts with O2 minus. The charge on lithium plus is intense positive charge, so it stabilizes with intense negative charge, which is oxide ion, small in size. And let us see what is the electron Lewis structure of this O2 minus. Oxygen is 2, 6, I can say oxygen 2, 4, 5 and 6. When it gains 2 electrons, what will be the structure of this? 2, then it gets 2 electrons, so this is 2 minus. So from oxygen 6, it gains 2 electrons to form oxide ions. You can see that there is no unpaired electron in this, no unpaired electron. Therefore the lithium oxide which is there, these will be diamagnetic and colorless, because there is no unpaired electron. This is our oxide ion. Now what happens is that this oxide ion can react with another oxygen to form O2 minus, which is our peroxide. Because for sodium has a larger size than lithium plus, so it is going to react. Oxide ion reacts with oxygen to form peroxide. So sodium forms peroxide. But let me see what is the structure of this peroxide. Oxygen peroxide is 2 minus, so 6 plus 6, 12 plus 2, 14 electrons. The Lewis structure will look like something like this: 2, 4, and you have oxygen 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So you have one negative charge here, one. This is our peroxide. Again, you can see in the peroxide there is no unpaired electron. So what will be the result of this? They will be diamagnetic and colorless. But what will happen in the further, when the size of the cation becomes very large, what is happening that O2 2 minus is combining with another oxygen, and what it is forming? O2 minus. So what is the result of that? So O2 minus, what is this superoxide? Here you, how many electrons you have? O2 minus, there are 13 electrons. And if you will see the Lewis electron dot structures, Lewis electron dot structure will look like 2, 4, and what is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we can, there will be a 3 electron, there will be an odd electron. It will have an odd electron. So this has a negative charge, 1 electron has been gained. This contains an odd electron. The superoxides have unpaired electrons. So what will they be? They will be paramagnetic, and will also be colored. In fact, the superoxides, potassium, rubidium, cesium, they have colored ranging from yellow to orange. They are yellow to orange colors due to the presence of an odd electron. So you can see, students, that the basic thing in the oxides is that the smaller the cation, the smaller the anions. Therefore, monoxides are formed with as the size increases. We can see that superoxides and peroxides are formed. Further, let us see the hydroxides. They all form hydroxides. Metal hydroxides are being formed, as you can see, because if I react metal with water, what will be the result of this? They will form hydroxides. So the result you can see is that the hydroxides are being formed, metals, and also what will be the result of this? There will be there is no need of this, MOH and hydrogen gas will be. So metal reacts with water to form metal hydroxide, and hydrogen gas is evolved here. So we can write. Further, you can see that the oxides reacts with water to form hydroxides. If I have lithium oxide, if I react this with water, I am presenting it this, what is going to happen? This is my lithium hydroxide. So 2 lithium hydroxide, 2H2, so this is a reaction of lithium and this. If I use Na2O2 plus H2O, again I am representing like this. What is the result of this? You are going to get 2NaOH. So 2 sodium oxide, and there will be H2O2. Therefore, you can see that the peroxide and superoxides act as oxidizing agents. Peroxides, Na2O2, will act as oxidizing agents. They act as oxidizing agents. Further, if I take potassium peroxide and react with water, what you are getting is KOH plus H2O, and also basic, there will be oxygen. So these superoxides, they act as oxidizing agents, and can provide oxygen. In fact, Potassium peroxide can be used, and on heating it can produce oxygen gas. So this can be used for production of oxygen in a space or in some other places where oxygen is required, or during the scuba diving when you go down. So here you can see that the oxides, these reactions are exothermic. These reactions are exothermic. Heat is evolved. Heat is evolved. That means the solution will become hot. When oxides will be reacted with water, they will form hydroxides. These hydroxides are stable crystalline solids, and soluble in water. They are soluble in water. Important point to note is that as we go down the group, the hydroxides become more basic. Hydroxides basicity increases down the group. With increase in size of the cation. Because the metal ionization energy becomes low down the group. Hence, the metal hydroxide will ionize more easily, more readily. Therefore, as we go down the group, due to increase in size of the cations, the basicity increases. The basicity of hydroxides increases down the group due to increase in size of the cation. Increase in size of the cations. So they are more readily ionized as we go down. The size of metal is increasing, and therefore this will be dissociating faster, easier. The lattice energy decreases. The lattice energy of the hydroxide will decrease down the group due to increase, and also the ionization energy becomes lower as you go down the group. So hydroxides are highly soluble. Their basicity increases, crystalline solids, soluble. And in the next lecture, students, I will be talking about the other compounds, slides of these S block elements.